So I just wanted to let you guys in on some tips and tricks that we can do to smoothly move from H5 to H6 RNG Swiss Army. Here to show you how to get it done, simple and easy way, and take advantage of some of those things out there that the game's automatically giving you in the free-to-play system, such as the new Adepts prizes that you will receive from your Prodigy's Path 2, located right here in the shop. We've already claimed up to the 350 mark because we are 359 Paragon now. When we hit 360, we'll get our first glove. Now, currently vendor rewards are hell 5. So the first thing we're going to want to do to smoothly move from H5 to H6, which is 6175. Okay, that's the combat rating for the field. That's what we're going to need for the last raid to transition. Okay. The first thing you're going to want to have complete is your challenge drift. Now, by this point, your green gear should be caught up in your challenge drift to either 8s, 7s, or I did this one to a 9 instead of moving this to an 8 because you actually get an extra stat and it's the main attribute. And I had enough crystals. So our current combat rating is 5952. We're only 200 and a quarter off, which is comfortable enough. Probably be able to beat the challenge drift that we need to beat that's corresponding, which is 164. That's going to allow you to have your vendor rewards unlocked, as you can see, from Hell 6 equivalency once you have this complete and your 360. So, what you're going to want to do first is get someone to run you up, complete one for you. Either to get them to run you 180 or 175 or whatever. No problem. Someone's going to come along and do it for you. To join them, it'll allow you to open up the entire track. If you've been watching these segments previously, I had been running every 5 because if you solo it, you will get the past rewards. We're up to 155. We're now going to go and do 160, and then we're going to go and do 164. With the increased experience that you're getting from being behind the Paragon system, this is going to be equivalent to 2 Paragon levels. Now, orange is doable. As I said, you're within 200. You can see here the combat rating isn't much off. It's only like a tiny little bit, right? Taking a little bit more damage and doing a little bit less, but it's completely fine. Going to be able to get through this. On Treasure Hunter by mistake. When you're doing challenge drifts, you're probably going to want to switch to your Vanquisher tree. Keep that in mind. But for this one here, it should be sufficient. Because you're going to want to be in Treasure Hunter the whole time when you're playing through prior to this. 800% bonus experience, and then that 50% more from elites really adds up. That's why I've been using it. I just forgot to switch for the challenge drift. I do normally put Vanquisher on for the challenge drift. We are just progressing through to the clumps and or the packs. As long as it's thick enough, kill it. This looks good. On to the next spot. Pack. Guy's frozen up. Let's take a lot of damage here. Oh, action, nice. That was very timely. Let's go Protection Shrine when it counts. That actually doesn't happen too often, so pretty sweet. Gold finish it up. Heck, this white might finish it up. There we go. Alright, we're into the boss. Lots of time. Explosions. Whoops. Let's cast there. Never going to be perfect. Oh, nice explosions on him. Oh. Ashed. You wrecked me pretty good there. Okay. Globes. Well over half. Just keep pushing them. Kind of misplaced that crystal, but it's almost over. And as you can see, we're orange. We're going to get this one done. And this will push us to 360. You're not going to want to claim anything yet. But we are now 360. Go ahead and claim this here now. It's available. This is tagged to 360 Paragon level. This is a mystery prize at that level. And we just want to make sure 100% that our vendor is done first, just in case it bumps it down to Hell 5, even though I don't think you can advance it because I tried to and it doesn't work. Still going to leave that. Okay. Whoops. Trying to click on the mail. So this is the previous 4, as I was stating. Going to get the past rewards. We're going to do every 5. Got all that. So let's go see what we got. Get lucky, this will tip us up. As we did more crystals, we're going to have another upgrade. That's, see, this is only giving you 4, but this willpower, fortitude, and this primary stat. So I'm choosing to move these to 9 first. We have the crystals to do it. Even that's a little bit of combat rating. We're only 215 behind.
Glad to be of service, my friend.
better, that's fine. Just want to make sure you upgrade first before you continue. So we're going to go unlock this now. We're going to complete our 164. Only 215 behind. It's the equivalent combat rating of what I showed on screen from the map right here. 6175 is what this should be. This loads up. Because we got someone to bump us. Our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. We have access, so again, this should only be orange. It's going to be a lot tougher. But we didn't switch to Vank. You know what? Let's go back. Go back and switch to. Make sure you're on your right Paragon. That's key. Gonna help you a lot. Go back, Paragon. You want Vanquisher on for this one, so you're getting your stacks for damage, guaranteed crit, all that good stuff. Okay, so we're going back. We're going to do the 164. See what your room is if you want. And got it on Survivor, which will probably help. Probably not good to waste time like that. We'll see how this goes. If not, we'll do a test and we'll claim the prize. Bumping them up. Gonna wait to use anything important just because. Pick and roll. Whoops, we got nipped. He got me. He smoked me. Let's see, when it's this high up, even a little bite like that is going to get you. Okay, I wanted this to be tough because I want to see something anyway. If we fail it, it's no big deal. Okay, so clearly it was too tough, right? Okay. So I've claimed these prizes before on my main. And I had H6 vendor unlocked already. And the 350 prize and the other previous ones from this, when you obtain it at 320, did not come in at that vendor. So this here should be a mystery prize basically at that level. It should be equivalent. If it's not, when we ID this, then I am mistaken. But this should be H6 equivalent. Even without having the vendor unlocked, because this is a mystery prize at 360. So let's go ahead and see. It's a little different than the Prodigy's Path 1. So it is. These are locked rewards. So you can go ahead and take your first one because it's a different than the first Prodigy's Path. This is locked in as a random 360 para reward. The other one will also be at 370. It doesn't matter if you're higher level than it or lower, you're going to get it at 360. You notice I'm at 361, and that's a 360 piece. So I did that on purpose. My theory was correct because I know a lot of people wouldn't be able to complete that 164. So they are now allowing you to obtain your first piece in all these without even having the vendor done. Go ahead and quit this. And then now watch. The gains from that now put us over 6,000. So now we're going to be able to go back and do it. Then we can start obtaining the rest of the little bit we need to be able to just rock right into the field. Okay, so this here is going to be a H5 Wisp, an old glove. You can destroy that. And then if you have enough left, you might be able to craft another H5 piece. No, we don't. That's one thing you could do there. Okay, so you can even see me move to the next milestone. Invocation on shield and defensive, right? Because it's tougher monsters. That's the way you're going to want to be. So we're going to go back. We're going to try again now. So as I said, this here is for unlocking all the rest of the vendor. I did that on purpose to show, because I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to have the combat rating free to get in, but you're just going to claim that first prize because they're now giving you these for free from the shop. Go in when you get your service at 320. This is going to come H5. H5 330, H5 340, no matter what. H5 350. This is your first H6, no matter what. Because I just have shown it, just to confirm it, that we don't have the solo vendor reward system done yet. And it still gives it to you at H6 entry level. So that's going to be the difference you need now to go back in. Okay? This is going to unlock your auto legendary for your bestiary to be H6. So that your antiques vendor is H6. So that the legendary from the Hilts vendor is H6. All that stuff will be H6 if you drop a legendary from a bounty set from Derek now, it'll be H6. See how much that little difference helped now that we're over 6,000? The 6,000 was the real mark that I thought we were going to need to be at. Now we're comfortably ahead of the bar. We can just cruise on through this. Remember to put Vank on for this time. On the previous one, when you do your 160, before you claim that green, make sure your Vank's on. You're going to want Vanquisher. Because those stacks will add up. Fear is always fun for a wizard. 5 hits and they'll freeze. That's the system we got. Oh, it got me once. That's fine. Back it up. In position. Fear. Side zombies coming in. Position. Go. I mean, if you get a terrible spawn on yours and you don't got zombies, maybe what you spawned was, you know, terrible archers all over the place. You know, you could retry it, try and get a better spawn. The monsters are random. Oh, they got me again. long as we don't run up a huge clock, that's going to be fine. Poison is pretty tough. But like I'm recommending zombies, it's just working for me. Because that little AoE poison is definitely what's killing me. This is nice. We're getting good packs and progression. That's terrible crystal. Terrible crystal. See how bad that poison is? Probably the worst crystal ever. Don't play crystals like that. Keep moving back because of the poison. This is going to be way better. Successful crystal. Bypass the oafs. They're just slow and we can get more monsters. Oop. Almost got me. Not freezing to the advantage. Clean this up. This is split gold. Better off to kill whites. Finish up. Only a few trash monsters left needed. No need to go through that whole gold's health. Let's try and stay alive. How much AoE? Gonna die, yep. Okay. Gonna find, oh, there we go. Shrine. That'll shut him down. Got me again! It could be tough. We got it, okay. Now we gotta get through her. There we go. Shield beam for SWAT part, and the other beam for when she's doing the other stuff. The explosions. Oh, back it up just a little bit. Okay, keep damaging. It's looking good. Boss fight might be where it might take a little longer for you. Maybe the monsters will take a little longer for you if you're a different class. Oh, you got her walking all bugged out. That's good. Okay, she's gonna do her bats. Try and get positioned right so we're not getting smashed on. Like it was successful. Primary in there when we can. Orbs every time, so that'll help heal. You can take a few hits. Do the smaller whacks. Oh, I still got hit by it. Thought I was out of range. Okay, gonna go other side. Got her good. Over 2 minutes left. This should be lots and lots of time. Rebat, yep. Not hitting me. This is good. We use the primary because it's just, there we go. Going as hard as we can, under 120. That was close. Explosions are gonna help. 75k. Lots of time left on the clock. Here we go. We got this one. No problem. There you go. Now you've got your vendor rewards unlocked. And because that's a skull level, it will even give you the previous for that. Because technically it's every 0 or 5. Like you're going to do every 5, but it's going to end in 0 or 5. But the skull levels will count. They'll give you the previous rewards up to your nearest 5 before, regardless of what skull level that landed on. So there we go. 164 is done. See that now? Now all our vendor rewards will be equivalent to H6. Put our point of health in. Player went up. Okay. Still short, but what you're going to do now is you're going to start earning daily rewards. So as soon as this is obtained, this is going to be Health 6. You're going to want to run dungeons. You're going to get an auto Health 6 for this. You could even go back and run them in 1 through 4 or 5. If you're dying or you can't get a party that wants you to be in there for your current combat rating, you can just get these claimed. They're going to give you the H6 boosts to get you there. You're going to go out in the field. You're going to get this auto legendary now. That's going to be H6. And even do it in H5, even though we can't be there, right? We have to complete the raid first. Watch. It's not going to let me map. It wants me to beat the boss. But it doesn't matter. You can go farm the previous difficulty and get the rewards still. Get yourself the combat rating. Get there. So if we go farm H5 and we unlock this automatic legendary that drops from the 10, it's going to be at H6 now because we completed the equivalent challenge rift that corresponds for this to be H6. Okay. Now, if you have any gold, which I don't, but if you have any gold, you could go down to the antiquities vendor, and then that's going to give you an H6 for those slots. Okay. So this is H6 now. See how the symbol on the map is not the same as this anymore? Now this symbol is because we've moved it up to H6. So in order to get into H6, the last thing you need to do is go complete the raid. Now, if you can't get the raid, you can still go farm H5 and get yourself caught up. That's what I'm showing you here. I'm here. Now, the last H5 raid you're going to need to do is this. You see how it's the same combat rating? Okay, so select your raid and find it. Now, if you get lucky enough to get in one, awesome. In the meantime, while you're waiting for this raid to fill, go to the farm in the field, like we've been doing. Go ahead, put your Paragon back. Treasure Hunter. For all your field bonus, your more equipment, your more gold, your more globe drops. You're going to get your more experience gained from defeating elite monsters, and that happens everywhere. That's why I've been using it the whole time. even though that is a tree that's mostly dedicated to being field, that still occurs even when you're doing an Elder Rift. You're still going to get the experience bonus from the elite monsters. That single one specialization will count there and that one alone. The rest will all count in the field. So we're going to go to the field, wait for the raid to fill. That's going to be the last step to getting into H6. As we're doing this, we're going to be able to get some auto drops, like start working towards the achievement for auto drops. The first 10 monster essence is going to give you an automatic legendary, and that's now H6. And the Prodigy's path are set to the Paragon level they are, so they're automatically coming in H6. We've shown that when we started. Just wait for your raid to fill and fire. As you can see, even at this Paragon level, you got to be 40, within 40 levels before this is going to start to disappear. Still getting your bonuses even in Hell 6. This is Hell 5, but with the current Paragon level, it doesn't matter what Hell difficulty you're in. So it's going to continue to play out for you as you transition. You're gonna get sorry about that. You're gonna want to get there as fast as possible. That way you don't gain too many Paragon levels while you still have the bonus drops and stuff, because you're gonna want to get more field drops in H6 if you can. But this raid should fill rather fast. If you want to help push it along, just go to World Chat. Need 4 H5 Ofen. There we are, already at 2. You might not get someone to respond, but you might. You can also use Shadow Chat and World Chat, or your clan chat, see if anyone will come. I don't mind if it takes a little longer to fill, because we're trying to get this first auto legendary for H6. Even though we're in H5, it's still going to come in at the new vendor equivalency, which we moved up. And if we can get the raid to fill and finish in the meantime, bonus. If not, we'll be that much closer to having it ourselves. This is a free-to-play character. I spent $5 on the Empowered Battle Pass on my main character. The bottom track will double over for your account. So that's the only thing that isn't completely free to play is one Empowered Battle Pass track. I mean, I bought the Fire Hands, the beginner's pack, way back, but it doesn't give you anything really. It gives you the Fire Hands. He's seen the guy that was disconnected and left. Fortunate. Another level. Like I said, don't like panic if your raid don't fill. You're waiting to try and boost up anyway. You're gonna want to get at least this first auto reward. Now keep in mind you can't stack this one. You could stack the greens, so you could save it up to where you had 3 days worth of auto set pieces from your first 3 dungeons if you knew you were arriving to this. But the one from the bestiary, first 10 monster essence, unfortunately you gotta do that each day. It's not gonna stack up to 3. You guys DC, just vote to kick him. I mean, what do you do? You just vote to kick. He's never going to come back. I mean, that guy's been sitting dormant for the entire time I've been grinding this. That'll help people jump in. Because this late at night, let's be honest, he probably fell asleep or something. Anyone that comes back that just disconnected usually comes back within a fair amount of time. After 20 minutes, I mean, that's pretty much, you know, you've called it for the night. We're just gonna keep going around. And we're gonna advertise. Oh. Okay. 4. 4. Once you get people to start to join, this is an easier way to get it to build up. Was number 5. And just type it again. Open, need 4. Back to your shadow. Continue to farm as people come along. Oh, make sure you have shadow chat up so you can see the responses. That'll help. On counterclockwise, yep. And I mean, you can always go and look and see what's up. Oh, 3, 3. I mean, realistically, you're just trying to get into House 6. You could just complete it if these guys are ready to go. Only need 2.
The power of the cosmos at my fingertips.
One for H5 open. Someone should jump in. Once this fills, then we're going to have access to H6. We've been earning the first monster essence set on the side. There we go. So just back off of the mobs. He's in Temporal Damari. He's going to probably picked. One H5 Ophin. Up arrows. I have mentioned that in previous videos. Don't do a solo story dungeon or something where you're trapped when you're building a port and raid, or you're probably gonna get kicked. The way it goes, not much you can do. People are ready to go. Maybe at this point, go to your clan. Taking 1 help with H5 Ophin. And you got somebody in and everybody's ready to go. If you're dying, click X there. We don't size the raid loads. And now you're going to have access as soon as this is over. Again, this is the same orange difficulty. We already completed the challenge rift. Not going to be terrible. You gotta kill these. Okay, you're going to run here. Run. Now you can actually kill the bats. Good idea to form a party with players in the raid. It will really help. Get the crit to the DH. Want that. Crit to the DH is going to be huge to getting through your raid. Watch out for the big attacks. Going. Bats are going to be deadly. Stay to the outside if you're like me. Those bats are the same as the ones from Tower, so just as deadly as the Countesses. Okay, that's like the Blood Rose. You just want to get out so he doesn't leech life. DH dies, try resin him if he gets it. Okay, so we got ads now. As you can see, that it's not too bad. We're only taking 100 more and doing 50 less, so it's only double damage. Anything more than that's probably undoable, but that's about where you can jump up and keep going. You're just gonna wait this out. Kill them again. Okay, so now these bats come to the end. You're going to want to start killing them as soon as it comes up. Do a little more damage to the boss and then it'll happen. There we go. And after this, it's pretty much finish out. That's really easy to dodge, no problem. Alternate back and forth. Even be slow about it, you'll still get out. He is almost dead. There's your raid, and you're done. You're gonna get good loot. So I've been stressing do raids, do raids, do raids. This guy over here that needs a res. You res everybody in the raid. Doesn't matter who opens the chest, watch. Feel bad if you miss it, see, they'll get all a bunch of loot. So, you can open the chest, you can not open the chest, doesn't matter. Make sure you're getting your good loot. If you fill up, break this all down. Because that's why we finished the vendor first, because this raid's going to count as H6. Okay, so everything we just gained here is going to be enough probably to tip us over now. From that one raid. We're going to exit. We're going to get out of H5 because we don't need to be in H5 anymore. Farming there just to get stuff going until our raid filled. Gonna exit H5 Paragon level there for kicks. Okay. Going back to West March now. We're going to check out all the goodies we got from the raid. This is where it gets good.
Every item. Glad to be of service, my
Okay.
friend.
See? Because we did the vendor first, the raid counts as an alternative reward, so that counts as a vendor reward. So now these are H6. So look, now we got an upgrade. Okay. I mean that if this item wasn't triple double, my best piece, that would have been an upgrade. We happened to roll 2 shoulders, which was unlucky and happened to be my only triple. So, but if those were any other slot, upgrade. Now that's done. And that portion of your guide's complete. And you can see now you're only 74 combat rating off, right? Just from only one piece. So I didn't even get that lucky. Go to your Heliquary, go to your Demonic Remains. You're going to have an upgrade. Put in your best one here. 6114. It's only 61 off now, right?
Looking for something in particular?
Here, go gamble something. Mailed to us. See what we got. Because we were, whoops, we were full, right? We didn't get a legendary. You add more gold, you keep gambling until you get a legendary. That's going to probably be an upgrade.
Hey there. It's good to see you.
That in your warband, you probably would have been able to get maybe an upgrade to your tableau, and that's going to help you. Right here, I don't have the gold
I
again.
hope that can help.
Even without gold, you can see we're still getting there.
What do you need, friend?
We're going to break this stuff down.
I hope that can help.
Now let's go back and see. Right, 61 off. Well, that's going to be so doable, no problem. So put our next 2 pair points in. Go back and check our essences because we got major upgrades. Sure, it's everything we want. That's not the one. We want blaster cast. 2 additional magic missiles, disintegrate damage. Ray of Frost gives a shield. Disintegrate explodes. Ice crystal freezes. Ray of Frost freezes. Okay, so now map up. 6. Okay, go right back out into the field. Fought with lots of monsters like the Moon Clan run or something where there's a shrine, and get the rest of that monster essence. And this very last legendary that we're going to get on automatic's probably going to bring us home. You can see how we're basically there, and this has just been an hour of prep, getting yourself ready to transition smoothly from H5 to H6, and the tips and tricks you can use to get there just by using the system itself. Don't feel overwhelmed that, oh, you know, I got to get this challenge drift done first. No, get to 360, claim that first green, boost your CR, then get your challenge drift done, then do your raid, your final H5 raid, That loot's going to boost you because it's going to be at H6 now as well. And then that should bring you home to get out here, at least be able to kill. And see that we're only taking 52% more and dealing a little bit less, so it's not terrible at all. A little slower killing, but that's why we got in here. We're going to get some shrines, and it's going to make the difference. And now that you're in H6, you could jump right in a dungeon if you want. It's not like someone's not going to accept you. That's where the community's littered. You're not going to want to do it quite just yet because you're going to probably die pretty bad. But you could. There's a shrine. That's very difficult to grab as a wizard, so we're going to back off and wait until the monsters come out, unfortunately. Yeah, those 5 hits of freeze just keep them off you, so we're that much closer. That's number 7. Oh, someone came and stole my shrine. My own clanmate. Thanks, bud. Here, party up. Bro! Like, for real? I'm your own clanmate, dude. Like, okay. That's kind of funny. I mean, I guess he literally just finished his bounty and maybe he thinks I'm out here farming or something. Normally that's pretty easy to get an acceptance. But I see it like he literally just finished. Jokes, jokes, jokes. You see how the shrines are pushing us over? Helping us push along. Right, and that treasure hunter's probably going to help us get a drop here eventually in the field. If not, we got the automatic one coming up. Hopefully your RNG is better than mine and you didn't get 2 shoulders in your triple slot like I did. That would have been a pant or something else, would have been much better. DC for the win. Get in Fleeting Shrine. You definitely get a lot better than that. There's number 8. We're almost there. That's what we want. Okay, it's game on now. Make sure you don't die when you have this. Ruin the goodness. Once you get this, your power's caught right up.
Refreshing change.
They can get pretty powered up off those. And they do their ritual.
A pitiful display.
It's insane how much that crit shrine's gonna help. But we chose this spot 'cause 2 shrines here.
I'm injured.
Like I said, you are gonna take some
Power of the
well,
cosmos at my fingertips.
damage sometimes, but that's okay. Uh-huh. That was hilarious. Turtle animation. So that's almost the last one, number 9. But the monster's moving slower than Frankenstein over here.
You face the master of the arcane.
And if you get lucky, you're gonna spike a legendary off those guys. Back out, grab your shrine again, get something good. Onto it. Again, that's gonna boost you up. Give you that damage you need. You do this in a party or with a group if you really want. Showing you how simple it can be done even on your own. I'm just gonna earn that last one. Also gonna earn us some gold.
That was but a taste.
Get overwhelmed like that, just back up.
Health returns.
Boobs. That fireball, that's deadly. Might die there, yep. That's fine. Only need one more. It's gonna get so much easier. Like I said, you could do this in H5. we're going for double. You might as well tough it out a little bit and see if you can get a drop in the field as well. There, we got it. Let's go. That's number 10. So first set of your monster essence is always an automatic Lego. And it is at the H6 because that's what we did first. Now we're going to cash this in. Duplicate page, cool. We need the gold. There it is. Orbana blade. Okay. It just had an upgrade on the orb, so I'm not really expecting too much there, but we'll see. So the weapon I had rolled previous, believe it or not, for H4 actually had a little bit more stat, but this is a significant damage increase, as you can see. That's actually going to bring your combat rating down, but it's only 6 points, and the damage is quite significant. So take this, even though you're going to lose a little CR, because that base damage is rather huge. And then that there, we just got an upgrade again. That's the same. We got a much better roll the first time. So even if you're not going to gain on CR, you're going to gain on base, and it's going to be close to what you had for H5, unless you're triple, right? So these two here are probably going to boost up, and then all these, other than our glove, are going to start going to the 200s. You'll see right now. Because even though world went up, player versus player went up, which means we're doing a lot more damage. You'll see now that it's much easier to kill the monsters now that we have an equivalent weapon. See? So don't worry about it pulling hairs on a tiny bit of CR. You want that base damage in that case, because now you're there. Now you can see I'm hitting for 2k, 3k on the mobs, which is where you need to be. And then from here on out, you're literally just gonna go farm. Go farm the game. You could just jump in something. Do your shadow contract, good chance of getting a legendary from Bailey. Do your bounties, good chance of getting a legendary from Derek. Earn up 200 more hilts, go buy the hilts vendor legendary. That's why I usually save him. That'll be H6. And quickly, these are all going to transform up into something similar to these. You know, if you got lucky before and got a triple, well, you didn't deserve an upgrade entry H6. You already got lucky. You're going to need to get significant piece that's like 255, and then yeah, you're going to beat it. But other than that, you know, your entry levels are going to start coming in looking like this, and they're going to start to beat your old H5s that are left. And then, you know, eventually you're going to beat your triple once you get a higher Paragon. Like I said, if you really want to take advantage, stack these up. Everything stacks to 3 days minus that, the bestiary, right? That one won't stack, but this here. So if you hadn't played in a couple days, you have a 0 of 3 claimed here. You can run 9 dungeons. You're going to get 3 guaranteed random set items, just like the Codex, where we started from the shop. Under service, Prodigy's Path. Claim the first one, bump ourselves up to get the Challenger if done, and you're just going to get one every time, and that's equivalency. So even if you had to wait the 370 because you couldn't get there like I did when I started, just power yourself to 370 and then start right back at the beginning of the video where I started. Instead of being 360, start at 370, have the amulet too. That'll give you another bump up, and then you have the combat rating. Because realistically, at 800% bonus to get another 10 Paragon will take you no time at all. And then you can just do everything then. The worst comes to worst, that would be your last resort. But as you see, I was able to do it no problem. And then we're just going to continue to level like snot until we catch up 40 levels behind Server Paragon. Continue to get those rewards. Claim up all your autos, and everything's going to turn H6. And the game's going to feed you the rest of this. You're going to keep claiming it up. Hopefully, you get some good luck. Maybe you'll pair out on your sets, but at least you're going to get base upgrades in attributes equivalent to the H6, even without the vendor for this one, because it's a mystery equipment that's locked in at that Paragon. It's not like this one. This one you can manipulate through the vendor rewards for these ones. It's a choose. That counts as a vendor. This one counts as a locked reward. Mystery. Why it doesn't count as a vendor. I'll explain that to you. Okay, guys, so I really hope that helps. Few tips and tricks out there to just smoothly transition yourself from H5 to H6. You can do it no problem. The game's just going to feed you everything you need. And you'll be in the field, you'll be tiny bit under. You can go out there, you can just start farming, do your bounties, claim your first rewards, tip up that little bit, and you're with the community in H6, farming dungeons. No problem. And everything else is just going to be handed to you as you gain the rest of the levels. You're going to gain up right up to like 420 Paragon, and you'll be with the rest of us. And like I said, you can purchase this now. That's going to be H6. Just keep all that in mind when you're making that transfer. I hope you saved your stuff from the shop and you hadn't, well, like I said, it doesn't really matter if you'd claimed it already, but I hope that helps you out anyway. If you do all that stuff, you're going to be much better off. You'll be well on your way, and you'll just be, out there happy hunting. So RNG, Swiss Army, signing off for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, I hope your RNG is better than mine. Take it easy, everybody.